Welcome, everybody, to the Goku Blue Shoulder Loop Guide. I've been getting a lot of questions in the Discord on how to do shoulder loops, what's the best route to do them, are they worth it, and all of this and all that. So today I hope to answer all of those questions. If something is left unanswered, feel free to contact me in Discord, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, whichever platform you see fit. Yo, what's up, Tony? So, first things first, the question I get asked the most: that are loops worth it? The answer to that question depends on you. If you're a casual player, you just play the game, just to hang out with friends or whatever, or you're new to the game, or you're new to fighting games in general, then no, loops. Don't worry about loops at all. You got a lot of other things to worry about. If you want to take the game a bit more seriously, you want to play the game at a high level, go out to tournaments, learn and become a better player, then I will say yes, you're going to have to learn the loops, but you don't have to learn any of the super duper difficult ones. So we're only going to go over the basic ones, today, the ones that you need to know. In my personal opinion, all of this is my personal opinion. Now, the second question I get asked the most is, which route should I use, the JLL or the JML? Now, the main difference between JLL and JML is there's a slight damage difference, and in terms of the technicality of the loops, they're just about the same. When you do the regular loop, it is JLL delay JS into the shoulder loop, much like this. You see the very, very slight delay in the JS. You use that route if you use the JLL. If you want to use the JML, you have to instead of delaying the JS, you opt out to delay the J236L instead. So it really comes down to which one you want to use. There's not too much of a damage difference. Sometimes if you're doing pre-smash or sometimes you're doing post-smash, the damage is exactly the same. It just comes down to which route you want to use. I know Enigma likes to do the JML route. I used to use the JML route when I first learned them, but I switched over to JLL instead because it feels a lot more consistent for me personally. And so just use whichever one you see fit. There's also the JLM route. I wouldn't worry too much about that one. It uses the exact same delay as JML, but you're just reversing the buttons. There's no damage difference. There's the exact same damage as JLL. It's just like a whole delay thing. So now into the loops themselves. How to do the loops? As we just saw earlier, we're gonna go back and look at the recording again. This is the pre-smash version. We're gonna go over the pre-smash loops, post-smash loops, loops from an auto combo, and loops from 2H. All right. And we're also going to do command grab and a 5H and a super dash. So this is the loop you should learn first. If you want to learn how to play the character, you should learn how to do this loop first. A regular 2M, 5M start. Back then you would have to delay the 5M, or there's also a route where after 2 and 5M you do directly JM into JS, but that route is a little bit more difficult. That's one of the more advanced loops. If you want to keep it super simple, I would definitely recommend this route. This route right here. And if you start off with a 5L, just do 5LL 5M into the JLLS or MLS, JMS, is whichever one you want to do. I will say from personal experience, starting off with JLL is a little bit easier. It's just a lot easier to get the loop started off with JLL. Then you can transition into JML if you so wish. It's completely up to you. But these are the easiest loops to learn. They don't deal as much damage as the post-smash loops, but they're easier to do and they build more meter, which is, in my opinion, the more important aspect. If you want to build a lot of meter, play this character a bit more like a battery, these are the loops that you're going to want to start going for. Now, if you want a bit more of a damaging route, what you can do post-smash loops. You can do these both 5M and 2M start. Just do whatever you can into the shoulder tackle. These are a little bit harder because when you try to do the 5H and the Superdash, that can be a little bit finicky. It takes a little bit more practice. What I like to do personally, I like to do the 5H Superdash JMJS and do a very slight delay on the JM236L. Some others like to do a more heavy delay, which is a lot more noticeable. I do virtually no delay to like a very, very slight one. It's very up in the air, but it's completely up to you. You can do no delay, you can do some delay. But these loops, like I said, they're hard to do, but they do a lot more damage. You can see just by looking at the damage, and you can also get the level 1 safe jump. That is also a option to do. I'm gonna do a whole showcase of loops at the end of the video, just to give you a bit more of what the max damage ones will look like. But this is definitely the damaging route you want to damage, or you want to do whatever it is you want to do. You can also get a solo slide knockdown by ending with the J214M instead of going for the level 1 super if you don't want to spin the bar. And out of all the loops we're gonna see today, or at least the ones that I'm going to try and personally teach you, this is going to be the hardest one. This is the this is a 2H into the instant transmission. If you can land these, I definitely think you should be playing the character, because these are probably his most hardest, easiest loops. These are intermediate level loops. If you can do these, you can most likely do all of the other ones. I kept it simple here. I only did two shoulders, so that's one, and then so yeah, you can do a whole ass other loop there. You can do 3 loops total, 3 shoulders, three shoulders total. I kept it simple just so you guys can kind of get a feel of what's going on. So moving on, we got the 5H loops. Now these work mid screen too. So these loops, you can do these loops with both 5H and 214M. They're really the exact same thing, just a slightly different starter. You pretty much seen these before. It's the exact same as the post match loop. It's just the post match loop. It's all it is. With the 5H start and a 214M start, you can get a bit more. You can get up. In my personal experience, I've been able to get up to 3 loops total, which is 3 shoulder tackles total. And now this is it's kind of a important one. I do recommend that you learn these, because this is the Superdash. Start from a Superdash. Raw Tag is really powerful as a version 1.21, I believe, season 3. Raw Tag is super powerful. Superdash has always been powerful. So learning how to get loops from a raw Superdash is very, very helpful. I think I did 2 loops right there. You can do up to 3 loops. I decided to keep it simple at 2. So really, that's the basics of the loops. Those are the core ones you should learn. In my personal opinion, those are the core ones that you should learn. Wait, no, I forgot. There's one more. The assisted loops. So this is kind of like for a slightly more advanced player. If you want to use his command grab 214L, which you should, by the way, 17 frame command grab, unreactable, extremely good. You can get loops. You can get loops from that as well, just like this. Depending on what you want to do, you're a bit more limited with the combo in general. I decided to keep it simple here and just do a dragon rush into a sliding knockdown. But you can do J2H, super dash into an air series, or a vanish dragon rush, or a dive kick combo. You can do whatever you want. It's free form. I would encourage you to experiment with your team. I did it right here with beam assist because it's really simple. But experiment with your team. Maybe easier with your team, maybe harder with your team. No, so try it out. And really, that's it. The loops, they can be kind of difficult at first, but if you focus on the pre-smash loops first and really buckle down and try to master those, you can already play the character at a pretty decent level. You don't have to worry about the 2H ones, the mid-screen re-jumps and all of that stuff, or the auto combo loops. Those are also a thing. Just focus on this pre-smash loop, and you can already do super well with Goku. So that's going to be it for this time. This video is going to follow with like a bit of a looping expedition. Going to do some slightly more advanced combos with that one, with a little bit of reference to him how to do them. But that's going to be it for me. If you like what you saw, please be sure to comment down below. If you have any suggestions for future guys, be sure to let me know, because I would love to figure out how to do stuff better and better. I always try to learn stuff. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact me on Discord, Twitter, Twitch, or right here in the YouTube comments. And I hope to see you guys later. Peace, peace. You're finished!